A tribute to our matriarch. The matriarch elephant is the bedrock of the elephant family. She's responsible for defending and looking out for each family member. She also sets the pace for the herd's migration and leads the way, often in the most trying of situations. When she dies, she's typically succeeded by her closest female relative. In many ways, human families are similar, although in many cultures we are sometimes less open to crediting our matriarchs for the true pivotal role they fulfill in our lives. It is also true that many of us are in the privileged position to experience matriarchy not just in the family unit, but also in other parts of our lives. When our human matriarchs pass away, at some point or to some extent, we succeed them. This month, my matriarch, my Oma, left for heaven. It has been one of the most profound and heart-wrenching losses I have ever experienced. I now understand what it means when someone says, "There is now a hole where my heart used to be." My Oma was an exceptional human being who left us with a tremendous and tangible legacy. From the bonsai trees which she started from seed in 1966 to a solid spiritual foundation for each one of us in the family. She endured many hardships in her life, yet was one of the most positive, consciously grateful people I ever knew. She never complained. She had an indescribable capacity for love, to tolerate, and to be kind. She was a curious person by nature and therefore knew a lot about a lot of things. And as a result, she could have or make conversation with anyone from any walk of life. She was also immensely creative and tenacious. At the ripe age of 70, I watched her learn how to do lead glass work and wood carving. She was my loudest cheerleader. She supported any and all of my dreams, no matter how big or improbable it may have seemed. Nothing was impossible in her book. All you needed to do was believe and put in the work. Those were the two ingredients. She shaped my worldview on how I practice leadership, empathy, and the tenacity that I do think I have a special extra endowance of because of her. She also taught me how to be the leader in the family and how to really showcase my affection for them. Every day, I am grateful that I was blessed with her, that I could walk behind her. Life has really changed for me in the blink of an eye. And often that's how these things work. When we look back on it, we realize that our lives had pivotal moments that were watershed. For me, I think this is one of those. So what does all of this mean? This is, of course, an intensely personal podcast. Well, it means that death and loss and joy are all part of life, and I think if we didn't have this dichotomy of what life is, this lucky packet, we may not, as human beings, have had the capacity to make any sense of any of it. I miss her every day. But when I walk around in my garden, when I'm driving to my office, and when I sit and plan some of the things I want to do or achieve, and the goals and the dreams that I have for myself and my organization, I remember that there are certain things she taught me that I just cannot get from a book. And then, of course, I'm tremendously grateful. I honor that by recognizing and remembering it. So today I want to challenge you. Whether you have a matriarch in your own family, if you have one in a different context of life, or maybe that person isn't female, that's okay. I want you to remember what that relationship or interaction has taught you that a book just couldn't, and to embrace it, to be grateful about that thing or those things in the collective, and to bring it into every day and every decision. That, in my mind, is how we take the baton, how we take our place with the succession that tends to happen.